Okay, so Creeper World 3. This is one of my favorite games of all time. Um, I generally suck at real-time strategy games, but this is one game that I really like because it allows you to turtle, allows you to form strategies in many various ways, I guess. Yep. Okay, so this is let's see what's going on. So our very first mission is Tempus right here in the Inceptus star system, I guess. Okay, so this is we can't enter this. We can't enter this castle because it's shielded. Well, we need a shield key from Tempus. So let's go to Tempus. Mission 1, Tempus. Okay, there's a creeper emitter here. Much has happened while you slept. So this guy has slept for very long. So dozens of human civilizations have failed to fight the creeper. The whispers of the huh. Okay, so technological remnants. Okay, so we're gonna get it. Okay, so let's deploy our command node. So we need to build collectors. Okay, so collectors are like solar powered stuff. Okay, so one way is we can click and this needs to be connected. So this is too far. Okay, this is close enough, you'll see a green line. And if you want to build quickly, it's kind of like a hassle to like do that. One, to like figure out the optimal range to place them, because the overlapping is not going to give you more energy. You see the white and the green is not going to give you more energy. So one simple way to get around this is to just click, hold and drag, click and drag, and it will build everything in an optimal distance, the minimal distance required. But of course you can see those red boxes, that means that those collectors are not in a good position to place. So if I place it right now, it's just going to be like that, kind of like a broken link, because those couldn't be placed, and we can just destroy. A hotkey would be Shift X to destroy. Yep. So we could just do the same drag thing as well. Drag it as much as we can. Okay, good. This is a pretty simple mission, so we don't really have to worry too much about optimal placement, min-maxing. You can see that this is actually going pretty slowly, the creeper. Okay, so our very basic weapon is a pulse cannon, but let me talk about that later. So what we can see that the creeper emitter here has an amount and an interval. This is pretty basic. It emits 3 creeper every 0.5. I have no idea what's that, per second maybe. Pretty straightforward. Okay, so this is our energy production. Our energy production is 4.2, and we are currently using up 0.8 to 1 to build this 2. The energy is represented by these balls, white balls. So what we want is we want cannons. Cannons are the basic weapon that we have. You can see that it has a white zone around it. It is best for it. Okay, so let's talk about terrain as well. So you can see that this is the terrain. It kind of looks like this is a higher ground than here, right? Okay, so looking at this, you can actually see the terrain level. So let's look at this gray one. This is actually terrain 7. As we 7 represented right here. As we move down, you can see, okay, this is 1 level down, terrain level 6, level 5, level 4, and this is level 1. So the pulse cannon can only fire on the same level and below. It can't fire on a higher level, that's why you see it's red out. And one thing is that the pulse cannon is great for clearing the immediate zone around it. That's what it's good for. So let's just place it here. But unfortunately, it's not going to be able to build because we need to extend our network. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, looking good. Okay, let's not worry too much about how it looks. Let's just spam. Since this is a pretty easy mission, let's just spam the collectors. Okay, and so we are gonna have our first pulse cannon. We need 3, right? 3, so let's go ahead. We want to defend. Okay, so in this game, it has kind of like liquid physics. You can see that the same thing, there's gonna be a blue creeper level indicator. You can see right now it's growing towards 2, it's not completely 2 yet. While this looks like a deeper color, is actually 2. So it's kind of like a liquid flowing out. The liquid physics is very nice, very beautiful. That's why I love this game. One of the reasons I love this game. Okay, so now we have our pulse cannon up, but it's okay. Let me just do a quick pause. I pause with a P. The pulse cannon isn't firing, although the creeper is in range. Why? Because it has no ammunition. So how do we get ammunition? It's actually the red blobs, the red circles, the red balls that are actually going through the network. So as I unpause, you'll see that once the red ball reaches them, it's gonna start firing. So here we go. And there we have it. That's how the cannon works. Okay, and we want to protect here as well. 1 here and probably just 1 here. Okay, so the liquid physics will have to cover everything before it starts to overflow. Not exactly, as in yes, generally it has to fill up, just like a bathtub. It has to gradually overflow. So we are safe building our network like that to try to protect. Okay, let us just speed it up. Let us just speed up the game. And let us just move this cannon right up. And okay, cut it off. Cut off the creeper at the source. Okay, as you can see, it fires in its immediate area, so it's good for area defense. Because if the creeper touches any of your thing, is gonna damage, gradually lose health and be destroyed. So let us see. We can't build in a creeper, it's just gonna immediately explode. So it's just gonna explode immediately. Okay, so let's just look at what happens if we have a completed building. Let us complete that little collector and let us disarm. Basically to stop firing. Stop firing. It's gonna turn red here. It's not firing. Okay, so that wasn't a really good demonstration. Let us do that again. Okay, let me build a collector and I'll show you what happens. Okay, let's pause. Disarm. And disarm. There's actually a hotkey. Let us look at the hotkey to arm and disarm and to destroy stuff. Okay, where are you? Hotkey. Okay, so disarm is V, deactivate C, destroy is X, stop resupply is B. So these are the various basic options. Okay, so we want to rearm them later with V. Okay, so I'm gonna start and show you what happens when a creeper goes over. And let's unpause. Okay, it's gonna take a lot of damage. Okay, so for some, the collector is instantly destroyed, but let's see, for weapons, it's gonna gradually lose health. So you see the green bar is losing health in the creeper. We can see it right here. So, yep, this is what happens with creeper. Let us just place it back on. Okay, and rearm them with V. So the pulse cannon is great for keeping a line of defense to prevent the creeper from reaching. That's the basics. And to destroy the emitter, the pulse cannon will never be able to destroy the emitter. We need a nullifier for that. So let's build a nullifier near the blue emitter. Like that. So we need the pulse cannons to keep the creep away, because the emitter will be instantly destroyed. And this can't fly. The pulse cannon can fly, but the emitter can't fly. Okay, so same thing, it needs 50 ammo. And there we go, that's the sound that we get. Okay, so this is called a power zone. They are only going to explain it in the later missions. But basically what a power zone does is to amplify whatever thing that we build on it. So for example, a collector only has such a small radius, but in a power zone it's going to have amplified radius. Same thing for a weapon, it only has this small radius. It gets amplified when it goes in. It does consume more ammo though, so don't go too crazy on power zones. So as we can see, it's going to collect a huge area, so let's go and collect this key. And that's it, we have just finished mission 1.